It's official, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Durant is actually a Phoenix Sun, and he was making his debut on Wednesday night in Charlotte against the very short-handed Hornets. You saw right there, that was Kevin Durant's first bucket, and here is his second bucket. First three-pointer as a Phoenix Sun. Phoenix actually kicked this game off 11-zip. That's how you welcome a new teammate in. Devin Booker also had that thing thinking. He knocks in the mid-range jump shot. Other end we go. It's Dennis Smith for show. Gonna get some extra minutes with LaMelo Ball done for the year with a fractured ankle. Second quarter, more Kevin Durant. Just getting to his spots and showing you that he's healthy, which is very important for Phoenix. Trying to make a run here down the stretch. Durant lighting it up. Chris Paul dishing to DeAndre Ayton. It's a big-time Phoenix lead at the half, third quarter. Booker's back cooking. Off the Oubre miss, look at this dime from Durant to his new teammate Booker. And then for good measures, it's Devin, wet like Booker. A 17-point third quarter for D-Book. Charlotte, though, they got some fight in them. They wasn't just going to back down to Phoenix because they got a new teammate in the building. How about Oubre with the jam? And just like that, the Hornets cut their deficit down to just 6. But when it's winning time, so this is my first time ever saying what I'm about to say, so bear with me. When it's winning time, the difference in this game was the Phoenix Suns had Kevin Durant and the other team did not. Durant, in just 27 minutes of action, goes for 23 points, 10 of 15 from the field. His first game as a Sun is a victory as Phoenix takes care of business 105-91. They're now 13-5 in their last 18 games, improving to 34-29, which for the Western Conference, that's a really good spot to be with a couple months of regular season basketball to go. Let's just call a spade, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take you 10 games, 15 games, 20 games. I don't care if you're seeing the Phoenix Suns take on the Charlotte Hornets or the Milwaukee Bucks. It doesn't take a rocket scientist out there to look and say, oh, that looks right. Watching Kevin Durant in his first 20-some-odd minutes as a Phoenix Sun, that looked right. And I think it goes back to the reports from last offseason that Kevin Durant told the Brooklyn Nets, if you were to trade me, I would like to be traded, number one. And if you were to trade me, there are two teams that I would like to go to. One of them being the Phoenix Suns, the other being the Miami Heat. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. If Kevin Durant were dealt at the deadline to Miami, let's say for a similar deal, how he was dealt to the Phoenix Suns, let's just throw some names out there. Let's say maybe Tyler Hero as the Mikal Bridges of the trade. Let's throw another name out there. Let's say maybe Duncan Robinson as the Cam Johnson of the trade. I'm just throwing some names, just kind of spitballing right now off the top of my head. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no way Kevin Durant would have looked as good in Miami game one as he does with Phoenix. That looks right. As a matter of fact, I can argue that looks more right than Kevin Durant's first game as a Brooklyn Net. This team feels organic. It feels like Kevin Durant just fat right in as a missing piece to an almost complete puzzle. That's what I saw. Just his ability just to fit into any system. That's one of the greatest compliments you can give to Kevin Durant. Probably one of the things that maybe hurts him is that he's so interchangeable. Oftentimes, you kind of want Kevin Durant to be more aggressive and more of a standout, but he's just a guy that you could just plug in every darn where. It feels like, but that Phoenix Suns fit is the best I've seen. I can argue, and it's still early, but to me, looking at that Kevin Durant Phoenix Suns fit, it looks a little more seamless and better than Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Now, to be fair, obviously Chris Paul is older, nowhere as near as good as Steph was, when Kevin Durant was in Golden State. But the premise still remains. It's a really good fit. The Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson fit was always kind of like a head scratcher for me. Like, it worked, but it wasn't just 100% organic. No, it was some, games where I'm sure Klay would have liked to have a few more shots I'm sure there are games where Kevin would have liked to have a few of Clay's shots, right? This thing in Phoenix, though, I think it's going to work because Chris Paul don't care about his shots at all. He'll score 4 points in a game. He'll score 8 points in a playoff game and dish out 15 assists to let Devin Booker get his 30, to let Kevin Durant get his 30. And because the Suns are lacking in the depth department, there is a way for Kevin Durant to get his numbers, for Devin Booker to get his numbers, for DeAndre Ayton to still get his numbers, and for Chris Paul to still feel like the intricate part of the show, making sure everybody's kind of in the right place, the orchestra director, right? There is a way for all that to work as one. Again, I'm not saying that the Phoenix Suns are going to win a championship, but I'm saying I think they're going to make a push at that 2 seed. That I believe. I think they're going to make a late push. I don't think that team's going to lose too many regular season games. They just got too many scores. Already with teams starting to kind of like fall apart due to injuries at this point in the season, some teams starting to give up as the lottery nears closer and closer. The Victor Wembanyama sweepstake continues to pick up. I got a feeling the Phoenix Suns are going to win a lot of games as they work and integrate Kevin Durant into their offense. That looked right, y'all. Just look, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Just looking at it, first glimpse, that looked right. It looked like it's going to work. At least offensively, it looks like that is going to work very well. What were your first thoughts on Kevin Durant now as a Phoenix Sun?